Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for joining. I have the fabulous Lucinda Cross of Activate Worldwide Inc. She is the bomb diggity. She is fantastic. She is the queen boss. She is the chief activator. And I am excited to have her here live on Let's Chat, with Tanya Barnett. So Lucinda, now she's a little bit frozen, so we're gonna work through this. Be Live is a brand new technology, ladies. So if you're on here right now, make sure you swipe over, share with people. Like I said, this is a brand new technology. So we are working out the kinks. Be Live, they will be getting an email from me in a little bit to let them know that they keep freezing up. Yesterday we didn't have any issues in the earlier broadcast. So I appreciate everyone who is still on with us. Thank you so much for sharing, ladies. I really appreciate it. We do have the chief activator, Lucinda Cross, on here with us. I'm super excited. She will be jumping back on. We were good to go for a few minutes, and then I'm not sure what happened. But this is live, and I'm gonna keep talking because that's what we do. And she is back. Yes. And we roll with the punches. And like I said, she is the chief activator. She is the queen boss, the fabulous, awesome. I don't even know what other words to say, Lucinda Cross. So Lucinda, thank you so much for being with us. I am honored that you said yes. And so the first question I want to ask you, how do you manage being a mompreneur in today's world? Okay, so we are frozen again. God bless the child who has her own. We are going to work this out. So I'm going to figure out some kind of way where we can get Lucinda on here. I don't care if I got to text her the questions and she's got to go on Facebook Live to answer the questions. We're going to figure this out because this is what we do, ladies. We are not moved by stuff like this. We just make it happen. So I appreciate you all for your patience. I appreciate y'all to send some prayers to this Be Live because they will be getting an email from me very shortly. I'm not sure why they are... I don't know why they're dropping her. I have no clue. She's by her router. I'm by my router. So I apologize. This is technology. Thank you all for holding on. Yes, it will work it out. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for that encouragement. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Dom. I appreciate you sending the prayers up. We are going to work this out. Lucinda has an awesome message to share with us. And I know that the enemy does not want this message to get out. So I'm going to shoot her a text really quick and ask her how she wants to proceed because we're not going to give up. We don't quit as mompreneurs. You know, y'all know how it is. We're trying to get things done and the baby poops outside of his diaper and we got to get to this meeting and things of that nature. And we keep it rocking and rolling. So I'm sending her a text because this is live. This is not scripted or any of that to ask her. And thank you, Dominique. Thank you, Danita, for your prayers. And we're going to keep this going. I appreciate y'all.
I could see Dominique's message. I could see the people joining in at the top, but I couldn't see you or hear you.
Wow. Okay. It's okay. We're great anyway. We are great. It's okay. It's okay. You have a message to give, and that's why the enemy is fighting us. We got people saying we always win. It is okay. It is okay. So, Lucinda, I'm going to let you take it away. Tell us how it is being a mompreneur and all the things that you are doing. How do you manage?
Oh, my gosh. I manage by doing what I can. I used to try to do everything, and I would be exhausted. And that led me down the road of just sitting in my bed, not being able to move, just like a zombie. So now, you know, what I do is I do what I can, and I'm present at the moment. So I know what time hubby comes home. I make sure he has something to eat and he's taking care of the kids. So I manage by being present at the moment and not trying to multitask so much, everything at the same time. And also not trying to do everything, so I edit my life. I had to learn how to edit my life.
Okay. Awesome. So what advice would you give to a mom who's right there, who's like, you know what, I want to give up. I don't know how to find that, how to manage. What is the first piece of advice you would give her? Something that's tangible that she can start tonight.
So the first thing I would say that she has to give herself permission. a lot of moms feel guilty. They feel guilty for taking out time for themselves. And so tonight, I need you ladies to think about what do you need to do. And I have this saying I've been using for 2017. What are you going to do to be selfish so that you could be selfless? And that goes even with
That's
the
good.
kids, because kids are always going to need something. Your man is always going to need something. Your friends are always going to need something. But what I want you to do tonight to take action on is saying, what do I need to do? What is that? What do I need to do? I need to take a nap? Do I need, because we'll call out of work to take the
Yeah.
kids to the doctor, to do this, but we always put ourselves last and we hear it all the time. But how can we be strong as women to operate and run our business, to be a wife, and still have the passion inside? Because if you're exhausted, the body's not going to connect. He's
Right.
like, what? You want to do what right now? Huh? And then you're looking at your kids like, what? Y'all want to eat again?
Right.
Didn't y'all eat this morning? And so for me, what I would say to do tonight is to give yourself or gift yourself permission to
Mm.
say, what do I need right now? And it's okay if I go do it. So if you're going to go buy yourself a shirt tomorrow, do it. If you're going to grab yourself a glass of wine, oh, you don't feel guilty. Like, just go ahead, do it. So I think we need to just gift ourselves permission to pour into ourselves, to not only love on ourselves, but to say, you know what? I got too much going on with everybody else's stuff. This one got bad grades. This one got good grades. This this one has football. He wants something to eat, but he don't like onions. That'll drive you crazy. So break out of the routine and be free. When you
Wow.
wake up tomorrow, let everybody in your house think you done gone mad. Like, listen, walk out, you got your red lipstick on, whatever you want to put on, whatever it is, and you just like, listen, we're doing things different right now. Blast the music in the morning, like break out of that routine.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, talking about routines, you just had an awesome opportunity to be on a fantastic TV show that a lot of the women on here watch. We had an opportunity to watch you on Queen Boss. You were rocking it. I don't know how you did in them heels, girl, because I'd have thrown some chucks on. So, tell us about that experience. What was that like? I saw that your family was there at the viewing party. What was the Queen Boss experience like for those of us who may say, okay, I want to try to get on there next season?
So for me, that was my first time pitching my business ever. So I was like, it was so many emotions going on, because when you have your business, your product is your baby. And for me, this was my first product that I was putting out there, and it's going out there on national television. So the experience was great because I met some fabulous women, all the contestants that was there. We still chat, we still connect every Friday. And we still stay connected. And so the experience pushed me to dive into an industry that I wasn't ready to dive into. I was talking about it. I
Okay.
was trying to taste the waters about it. I was asking questions about it, but it pushed me. It forced me to get into the arena, because I was holding on to something that many people needed, a lot of people used, and it wasn't something that I shared. And so, like I said, the things of God are simple. The things of God are simple. We complicate them. And so I was
Mm.
process. And who would have thought items that you put in a kit for a vision board box would now be in Walmart? Like, I can't make this stuff up. But
Wow.
experience was amazing. Of course, I was salty that I didn't win. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. But to make it to the semifinals, and even me and the winner, we're tight. And she's
Aw.
also one of the reasons why I'm in Walmart to this day. So it pushed me to, Lucinda, do you really believe in this thing? If you really believe in this thing, let's see what this is about. You talk it, but let's see what this is about now in public television. So
Wow, wow, wow. That is fantastic that it is in Walmart. I mean, that was February when it broadcast, correct? February?
yes, it came out January, and yeah, so that was fast. That was pretty fast.
Our God is a God of acceleration. He is no respecter of person. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So where else can the ladies get your vision board kit?
So right now we're on Walmart online on their
Okay.
online site, in
Hmm.
stores in June. But if they go to my site, it allows me to customize certain things inside the kit. So if
Oh,
you go
wow.
so if you go to activateyourvisionboardkit.com, you can purchase it. Activateyourvisionboardkit.com, you can get it. And it's also on Amazon. So, we listen, just plug it in. It's Googleicious now.
I know that's right. Googleicious. I love it. I love it. So talking about, transitioning from there, from where you were in January to now, your products going into Walmart. Do you find yourself being more busy now that you have to deal with fulfillment and things of that nature? And if you do, how do you shuffle from taking it, say you're putting the items in your box at home, and now they're being done at Amazon or at Walmart?
So, I mean, just thinking about this question gives me chills because I'll be completely honest. I thought I was doing business. I thought I was in business. Mm-mm. See, the service industry is one thing. When I'm able to grab a mic and do what I do with the mic is another thing. When I'm
Hmm.
able to pick up the phone and talk to my clients about marketing strategies and getting out there and building their platform, I got that. But to be challenged in an area that I know nothing about, and then to have questions that of things that I don't even have prepared, and I got to get it done like right now if I want to
Hmm.
continue the process. So
Hmm.
my motto is, say yes and figure it out along the way. Well, baby, this whole year, this so far has been figure it out along the way. And so I had to get business insurance. I had to,
Oh,
get
wow.
certified as a minority women business owner. It's so much paperwork. It's so
Okay.
much site visits. It's so much validation. Where's this? What's your finances? What did you do in the last 2 years, the last 3 years? What do you,
Wow.
so it challenged me to get things in order properly. So there's no way, what I see is it was no way for me to reach the million or multi-million dollar status if I
Hmm.
don't even have the basics that can open up the door and receive the check that God has waiting for me. So I
Right.
was I was doing I was doing business that I thought I was doing, right?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
when you start tapping into the big boys who's cutting big checks and
Right.
rubbing elbows and you're not the smartest one in the group, oh, you're gonna learn some things. I found out that my business was stinking.
Oh,
It
Lord.
wasn't playing. It wasn't playing.
Right. Right.
And so it is, I do find myself busy because I have to learn new things. No one else can learn it, not my team members or my assistant. I
Okay.
got to sit down and do mandatory trainings and attend mandatory meetings and fly to mandatory, networks. So it's requiring a lot of my time where
Hmm.
I was like, oh, I got this. What, a speaking engagement on Saturday? All right, good. I work on my presentation Thursday. So all of
Right.
this cockiness I had with my business, all the shoulder, all of
Right.
that, all
Right.
of that. No, that
Right.
went out the window. I was like this. So some nights I'm like, calling, can we expedite the process? Can we
Right.
work on this? Can we expedite that? And so I am busy because my brain is being stretched in
Right.
areas that I couldn't even think or imagine.
I love it. I love it. And I love how you're keeping it real for us because a lot of times people see you on social media or they see your website or they see your fabulous conferences, but they don't see the back end part of it. They don't see the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, toothpicks in the eyes, making another pot of coffee.
You you better say something. Yes.
So I love and I appreciate the fact that you're keeping that 100 with us. So how do you manage hubby? How do you find time for the both of you? Y'all are the cutest couple. So how do you find time for him so that he doesn't feel slighted? Like, man, I support my wife, but yo, she's up and I got to go to bed and I got to get to work. Or how do you make sure his needs are met?
So, before I had a balance, right? It was a balance. And so like I said, when he comes in the door, it's all about him, and so
Okay.
I manage my time. When he walks in around 9, 10 o'clock, I know I need to shut down for at least 2 hours before he watches the game, eats his dinner, take his
Mhm.
shower, and snores, right?
Okay.
On the
Okay.
couch. So,
Okay.
and so, I kind of manage like that. And then, I'm having like a love business affair. So it's like, all right, he's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Coast is clear. Grab the laptop. So
Right.
I it's a business love affair. It's like he turned to the side. I'm like, he turned back, so I'm working at my, but I make sure, I make sure I keep it hot in the bed. I make sure
Right.
I keep it hot on the stove,
Right.
so I don't,
Oh, I
it,
love
and
that. Love
I
that.
process, yeah, and I process that, I make sure, listen, the house is clean. So as I'm on the phone, listening to trainings, I'm cleaning up. As I'm going to do the site visit, making sure that they're putting the boxes and the kits together right. I may have dropped off the laundry,
Mm-hmm.
so this way, certain things are not neglected. And I mean, like even tonight, he's like, what were you eating for dinner? I'm like, man, there's no meat in this house. I'm whipping up some burgers and fries and salad, baby. We having a barbecue. Like, so, it's,
Right.
men are so easy. Men are so easy. And I'm blessed to have a man who's supportive, but I make
Right.
sure that he doesn't feel like he's in competition with my business. I told God, I don't
Ooh,
want to
that's good.
compromise. I don't want to compromise my success for my happiness at home.
Right. That is so so good. And
Yep.
you are teaching me because I know when my husband comes in, I'm like, babe, give me like one more hour. So I'm going to say here publicly on live stream that when my husband comes home now, I'm going to unplug and give him that time. Because what's been happening for us, and I shared this yesterday, is that by the time I come upstairs out of the office, he sleeps. And then he leaves at 5 something in the morning and I'm asleep. So it's kind of like we're missing each other here
So
recently.
could you and see that used to happen for me, but then when I switched it and I said, wait a minute, the time that I said, I just got to finish this up in an hour or two. If I gave him that hour or two, I have 4 or 5 hours because he gonna go to sleep.
Right, right,
They want a little nook, a little eat. They want to eat something good. They like babies. They want to shower. They want to be clean, and that's it. So when they walk in the door, it's all about you. It's
right.
shutdown time. Now I may be in the kitchen, on my phone answering some messages and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But the bulk of the business I handle before he walks through the door. The major priorities are handled before he walks through the door. And the same thing with the kids. Before
Okay.
I pick them up, the major priorities are taken care of. This way, I could just work on some of the other things. But give him that time. That you give him that as soon as hey, what's up? He gonna be knocked out. They want to talk. They want to look at the draft. They want to, After a while, I'm not. He's not even paying me no attention, and so I'm
Right.
back to my computer.
Awesome, awesome. This you are giving us some. I mean, inside the chat, women are saying this is good. You are helping us out. Thank you so 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 much. So let me ask you something. What is one of? I know your story, and I know a lot of people may not know your story. How does your background directly affect how you operate and how you work today? If you don't mind
Ooh,
sharing your story with us.
sure, absolutely. So just briefly, how I'm even here, going from in college, trying to bust my butt to stay in college and not feeling like I fit and belong in there, make a naive decision, end up going to federal prison and serving 4.5 years out of a 5-year sentence, then going into a halfway house with men, still no adjustment. And only thing that I had with me, Tanya, was my vision journal. The thing that said, Lucinda, what are you going to do and who are you going to become when you get out of here? Because my peers were graduating as I'm graduating out of jail. They're graduating with their degrees. And so for
Wow.
me, how do I play catch up to get those years back? You can't. And so the only thing for me to do was this is even how I'm even here today, is to focus on, what is your vision board? What did your mother teach you? My mother was a psychology major. So
Hmm.
creative visualization was one of the major projects. I was like her tester, right? So everything with creative visualization, she did. Lucinda, I want you to say this every day you wake up. What do you think when you see those trees? How do you feel when you're so everything was about feeling, seeing, connecting, energy, seeing beyond where we were at. And that was inside of the project. So mentally, I didn't know I was poor. Visually,
Mm.
visually, I seen the future, but internally I was dealing with the struggle mentality, because that's something that she couldn't get rid of, something that I couldn't get rid of, and I wasn't around success stories. The
Right.
drug dealers looked like they were doing the hottest thing. The girls who were stripping were doing the hottest thing. The girls who had drug dealer boyfriends looked like they were on and popping. So for me, it wasn't doctors, lawyers, nurses, business owners there. It was street pharmacists. So I made the decision according to my environment and not to where my future was. So that time gave me the strength that you see today, that I don't have an excuse. I don't
Right.
have an excuse to not move forward. I can't throw in the towel. I don't have permission to throw in the towel.
Mm-hmm.
Not when you have shackles and cuffs on, not when you're wearing an orange suit and
Wow.
gray sweatpants. I don't when I was working for 16 cents. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I don't have an excuse because I'm a black woman. I have a record. I had children. So it strikes against me. So
Mm-hmm.
the only thing that I could do was get out and try to make it work. Go back to school, restore trust with my family. But the society already cast me out as soon as my feet touched the pavement, and that's what made it hard. But I said, I got something to prove. I have something to prove, and I mean, we're here now. I don't know someone who served time in prison who has their stuff on warmer. I don't know someone who, has a background like mine and can say that Essence did a feature on. I don't have, so I am the example. God used me as a demonstration of what faith looks like for my family.
Amen. That is so good. That is so you just eliminated all excuses tonight. So anybody on here, if you making excuses, oh, I have toddlers, or I have a baby, or I'm divorced, or I'm a single mom, Lucinda just removed all those excuses, ladies. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's just not gonna fly. Especially if you sit down and have a conversation with her, she will make you feel like you can conquer the world. I'm telling you. So please be blessed by what she's sharing with us. So Lucinda, tell us about your Activate conference
Yeah.
that you have coming up. I'm super excited. This is where I met Lucinda. I was following her on social media, and then I reached out about her conference last year, and I'm telling you, I can't even explain how just fantastic this 2-day conference was. So tell us about your upcoming conference.
Yes, and you was a sponsor. Hello.
I was a sponsor.
Yes. So, and you rock the stage.
Thank you.
So this year, we're having the Activate Conference in Miami, September 15th to the 17th. And unfortunately, this is our fifth, but our final year. And the reason why it's our final year is because we have to move on to other things. We
Okay.
have to up level. And that if, in order for us to see that our network up levels, we have to take the first step. So we'll be announcing that at the conference, but it'll be in Miami, Florida at the fabulous Biltmore. That's the only place that the Obamas stay when they come to Miami. They have their
Yay!
yes, so we are touching presidential grounds, right? Listen, I said whatever Michelle does when she's here, I just need the red light special, the Kmart discount version of what she does. So
Right. Be like,
but
can you
yeah,
walk us in her feet? The
yes. But so it's September 15th to the 17th. They can check it out. We're going to be releasing tickets actually tonight at activateconference.com, activateconference.com. And I guarantee you don't have to be an entrepreneur. This is not an entrepreneurship conference. This is a conference that if you are ready to up level, put your voice out there, build your platform in whatever faucet, we want to make sure that you connect with the right individuals and rub elbows with people who can still be in your network after the conference.
Absolutely. I know I've met so many fabulous people at your conference. I have received friends from your conference, and it really is good to be in a space where you have like-minded people who can take your vision and actually pull you and say, hey, T, you know what? I remember at that conference when we had a conversation, you said you were going to do X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. When is that happening? Give me a date. So I love the energy from your conference, because there's some type of accountability. You make sure we're connected, that everyone who is connected with you, we can stay connected with you after the conference. A lot of people don't do that. You go to their conference and then that's it. But you make sure you give us nuggets with your seatbelt chronicles. during the week. You have your fabulous Facebook group that we're allowed to be a part of. And so I'm just really thankful for everything that you're doing. So if you have not gotten, you said the tickets are going on sale tonight?
Tonight.
Okay. All right. Cool. And that is at activateconference.com. Make sure you get your ticket, y'all, because last year it did sell out. And so that's just how wonderful this is. Do you have any other advice for us? Those of us who say have been in the business for a long time and we're just like, you know what, this is too much. I just don't know if I can do this anymore.
Yes, absolutely. You know, there's always a point where you feel like, God, am I really supposed to be doing this? Like, this is like a little bit too much, you know, or the point where you feel like you just can't take any more. What I would say is just sometimes we have to revisit the process, go back to the basics, you know, and fine tune certain things and be willing to, I don't think that we utilize our network, not meaning our social media network, but we don't utilize our network. There's so much in your backyard. I didn't know how much money was within my backyard with these organizations. So just as you feel like you're ready to give up, sometimes it's okay. Let me find out, where's the small business development centers? What do they have to offer?
Wow.
There's funding for women. And at these meetings, it's not a lot of us at these minority meetings who's getting this money.
Okay.
Figure out what's out there. You know, it's fine to go to these empowerment conferences, but guess what? Your girl I was going to trade conferences with crafts, people who were doing scrapbooking. I wanted to get a feel of everything. So it wasn't like, oh, once Walmart came or once Queen Boss came. I was actively getting myself surrounded around the tribe that can support and feed me so that I could do what I do freely. I'm not going to go on social media and sit there and keep pouring, and then you don't see me getting what I need to get. So I do think that we have to revisit the basics. Find out if there's a trade association connected to what you're doing. If it's organic dog biscuits, guess what? Somebody has some money for you. There's a network for you. People want to showcase you and support you. We have to get into the habit, and this is when you're at the point of frustration in your business, get around people who will celebrate with you and not tolerate the frustration with you. I want to be around people who will celebrate, not where we're talking about our woes, but somebody who can say, I know somebody who can help you. That's what we need that snap effect. So that's what I would say to those frustrated entrepreneurs. God, give me that. I know somebody that can help you. I have a solution. I have a contact. We need to be around those kind of individuals so that we can, you know, do what we do best.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because you just said to be around them. For someone who's new to this business, where do they find these people? You know, if I'm just now starting out a widget business and I'm just now tuning into this because someone shared it on their social media, where do I find those people? Because my mama and them aren't buying my stuff. My girlfriends are like, ain't nobody gonna buy that. Where do I find those people who will support me?
So nobody in my family purchased the vision board kit. We've sold thousands upon thousands. Now, one family member has purchased of it, but they're not supposed to. They're not my audience. They're my family, right? So I'll see you at the family reunion and we do the electric slide and I eat corn. That's all. You know, so I'm not expecting auntie to buy a vision board kit. Can you make the black eyed peas for Thanksgiving? Okay, thank you. So it allows me to stay focused too, because I would get stressed out about them. So what you have to do is, what you do is a keyword. So if it is a widget, put that widget in and put membership, inner circle, summit, conference, tribe. So you could put in organic biscuits conference, expo, organic biscuits stores, organic biscuits forums, and just play around with your keywords based on what you do as a newbie, and you'll find that there's a world out there who's waiting for you to support you, cut a check for you. So you know, put what you do in the Google search. Google's free. Just get busy.
Okay. That is great. I mean, because a lot of us just don't know where to start. I know when I wrote my book, I was like, okay, where do I go? Who am I selling to? You know, and like you said, my family, you know, my mama, my brothers, you know, they bought the book, but cousins, nobody, you know, none of them even gave me a second look. Didn't even say, pat on the back, great job or whatever. So that is great advice. And so, Lucinda, I just want to thank you so much. I know you are busy. I know you got some Walmart orders to fulfill. And I just want to thank you for taking the time out. You have really dropped some nuggets for us today. Any closing remarks, anything, any your favorite scripture, your favorite song, quote, anything like that the women can leave with tonight and just meditate on that?
I would just say, one quote that I love is understanding some will, some won't, so what? Someone's waiting. Some will, so some won't, so what? Someone's waiting. So let's not get caught up in what people are doing and how they're supporting us. Nobody's obligated to support our vision, right? Unfortunately. But here's the great part. So what? There's somebody waiting. So some will buy. Some won't. So what? Someone is waiting. And when we focus on who's waiting for us to arrive, we can focus on how we're going to get there.
That is so good. I hope Danita Moss, she is Trinity Scribes. That is her actual business. She scribes Periscopes, Facebook Lives. Danita, I hope you caught that so that the ladies on here can hear that. It was so what? Okay. Say that one more time.
Some will. Mm-hmm. Some won't.
There she goes.
So what? Someone is waiting.
All right, Danita got it. That girl is on it. She can scribe like a mother. I don't know how she does it. I'm telling you, she is on it. That is her business, strictly scribing people's Facebook Lives, Periscopes, Instagram Lives, Twitter Live, anything you do live, she will scribe it.
I need her in my life.
Okay. Yeah. Danita, go ahead and drop your link so we can get that up there. Because Lucinda needs you in her life. But she will scribe for you. She is fantastic. That's a gift. Like you said, if someone has organic dog biscuits, there is a gift. She scribes. I never would have thought to make a business out of scribing someone else's words. That is just fantastic. Oh, somebody else said, Danita, me too. So Danita, then this is all about community. This is all about tribe. This is why I'm doing this series this month, because I think it's so important. A lot of us are hustling, and maybe your tribe knows about you, her tribe knows about her, but we all have something to give.
That's right.
So I may not need your vision board kit, but my cousin may.
Right.
Who lives in Houston. And so I can go on Walmart and have it shipped to her and bless her.
That's
so
right.
I think this is fantastic that we all connect this way. Again, Lucinda, I'm so thankful. I'm waiting for Danita to put her website out.
No, thank you. Thank you for creating this platform and sharing all of these amazing women and moms. It's not easy for us. I don't know what kind of magic and pixie dust God put inside of us when he created us, but he made us amazing.
Yes, absolutely. And the funny thing about it, I reached out to you and about 9 other women who really influence and inspire me. And it has now blown up to over 30 women, plus a waiting list of more than 30 women. So I'm going to be doing this quarterly.
Yes.
I had no clue that there were so many mompreneurs who are making products. We're talking about people who are in their kitchens making soap and, baking cookies and doing vision boards and helping other authors and things of that nature. So I am honored. This is just something that really God has really put on my heart. And I'm thankful. And there's Danita's information. How can Danita connect with you, Lucinda, when this is over?
Sure. You can email me, lucinda@lucindacross.com.
Okay. Awesome. So Danita, you have picked up some business, honey. Get those fingers going. Get some massages. Right. I love it. So thank you so much, Lucinda. We really appreciate you jumping on here, dropping those nuggets. You are the queen boss, the chief activator, and now Walmart has your vision board kit.
Hello.
I'm so excited.
Hello.
So if y'all on here, make sure you go to Walmart, get your vision board kit, send it to your niece, nephew, somebody that's in college. If y'all know people are graduating, this is a great graduation gift. Someone's getting married. This is a great wedding gift. We
Yes.
don't think about that.
I did
Couples
that for
need
my
to do
wedding.
that.
I did it for my
Awesome.
wedding. I did it. I had to. I did a plan because most of the time it's only on the wife. So
Hmm.
I did. I put together the whole. All right, how's this going to happen? So I vision board
Wow.
everything.
Wow, wow. So vision board is not just for January. We can do
No.
that anytime. I don't care if it's a baby shower. This is a great, great gift. And also make sure you get your tickets at activateconference.com. This is the last and final one. If y'all have not been to any of her conferences, I'm telling you, do not want to miss it. We're going to walk in Michelle Obama's paths and we are going to do it up. And I'm telling you, Lucinda gives you an experience, and that's why it's called an experience. I'm telling you, your life will not be the same. Mine has not been the same. I'm not the same woman that met her back in September. God has really used her to plant seeds into
Wow.
me for me to grow, to even do this. Um,
Wow.
so I am honored. I am just beyond honored. So thank you, Lucinda. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. Love your heart. And we will talk to you later.
Yes, time to make my burgers before he walk in.
Later, hon. Thank you.